Hi, welcome back to Vaguely Adult, where two vaguely looking adults talk about vaguely adult things. I'm Sarana.
I'm Sherley.
Wow, that was really unenthusiastic. I'm Sarana, and today we will be talking about reality TV.
How real is it?
Vaguely adult, things are just vaguely adult.
It really isn't. But we'll be talking about two specific shows that we have loved and cried over.
And I will possibly mention a third.
Oh, there's a third. Okay, well, it'll be a surprise to me. It will be a surprise to us both. But we'll be talking about Terrace House.
Yes. Japan.
What's the specific,
Sliding doors, moving doors.
Opening new doors.
Opening new doors. I was close.
Yeah. Terrace House, Opening New Doors, and Queer Eye, the reboot that Netflix picked up. Both
Yes.
Season 1 and Season
Two.
2? The entire season, or just...
Yeah, the entire... Well, I haven't finished it.
Okay, I finished the entire season. I cried about as much as I did for Season 1.
She started the whole show after I started Season 2.
To be fair, I binge all the time. Like,
I can't. I'll watch it all day, but I won't watch the same show all day, because I get bored really easily.
No, I need to know... Like, I need to know what happens.
I see. See, but the thing with, like... Okay, that's understandable with, like, Terrace House, because they're, like, continuous episodes.
Okay,
but,
for
like,
Queer Eye, I did take breaks. To be
like,
fair, it took, like, 2 weeks.
you can watch one episode and you're not in anticipation of what's going to happen next, because the next
Yeah.
episode's a completely different story.
Yeah. Okay, fair point. I didn't completely binge Queer Eye, but I did finish it in, like, 2 weeks.
You finished it in way less than that. You finished that in, like, a
No,
week.
both seasons.
Really? I thought it took
Yeah,
a lot less.
it was 2 weeks. It's because,
I felt like it was 2 days.
Okay, fair. That's because that's how I watch shows.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Terrace House. Thanks, Joelle, for, throwing us both down this rabbit hole.
And Joelle's sister for throwing Joelle down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's just, thanks. But this show, like, it really reminded me of this other show called Roommate, which was a Korean variety show that I watched and I, like, loved, mostly because Girls' Generation Sunny was on it, and that's, like...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was really trash, just because, like, she was on that show, so that's why I watched it. But basically the concept's kind of the same, except it's for celebrities, and they all, like, go on the show, and they...
So, like, Big Brother house?
Kinda, not really, but... I don't know. I might be butchering, like, the whole concept of this show, but basically they get put in this house, and they have to act as a family, and, like, you know, help out around the house, and cook, and, like, you know, bada bing, bada boom, all the things.
That's cool, though. Yeah, I mean, Terrace House is like that. It's 6 people, 3 men, 3 women, go to live in this beautiful house.
Oh, man.
In Japan. I mean, they're all Japanese people, except for one dude who's, like, half American. Many mixed feelings on this one dude. If you watch Terrace House...
Mixed indeed.
If
If
you watch Terrace House, you'll know who I'm talking about. It's the tall model dude.
Xion? Let's not say names, because we're going to butcher all of their names. This is just our disclosure.
I've just been pronouncing it Xion, because that's how it's spelled.
Yeah, that's how I pronounce it
S-H-I-O-N.
as well.
But if you Japanese speakers... I don't think I have any Japanese speaking friends, but if you do speak Japanese, you know how to pronounce it. Oh, Brian! I mean, Joelle, too.
Arigato gozaimasu.
That's all they do throughout the whole show. That's it. But they have, so, like, these 6 people.
6 people.
They live together.
That was
in
3.
house.
I'm sorry, I meant 6.
What's 3 times 2? Yeah,
Quick
so
maths.
6 people. They go to live together, and they just live their regular lives. Like, they go to work, they go to school, and they just live together. And it's filmed like that. But there's, like, a panel of commenters.
Yeah.
And they're all freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's my dream job.
I can't pronounce any of their names.
I don't know.
Like, I
any
could
names.
if I tried, but I also forget, because I also binged that show really, really quickly.
Yeah, you did.
I think that took me, like, 2 days.
I still haven't finished it. But it's kind of like... I don't want to... Although the 2nd season is coming out for America soon.
Third.
3rd season is coming out for America.
Part.
3rd part is coming out for America soon. And I just didn't want to be in that agonizing, like, oh, I like have to wait for the next part to come out. Like this way I can control how much time goes between me and the next episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm only like 1 or 2 episodes behind.
I just spoiled it for myself because I Googled it and then I saw some Twitter like fan translations.
No.
And yeah.
I follow
many mixed feelings. Let's just go back to that real quick. Many mixed feelings.
I follow 2 of them on Instagram. One is a pure
Subasa-chan.
I just love her so much. She's like
Yeah,
this
I'm
pure
sorry if
soul.
said your name wrong.
She's never gonna see this. It's okay.
Hey, you never know. Let's have big dreams.
All right.
Low expectations.
Don't effing up then. But yeah, no, like I have so many mixed feelings on it. But like the girl whose name I will not pronounce because I can't.
Sue. We'll just call her Sue.
Sue is like, she's so great. Like she's such a pure soul. She just wants everyone to be happy.
She just wants to play hockey.
She just wants to play hockey. She wants to mind her own business. Like she's not involved in any drama or anything.
Mm-hmm.
She's just so pure. I love her. And then, Xian is your typical model. He's half American. That's really all I have to say. Like,
yeah, I mean, the first episode when they were introducing like themselves, basically, he said, this is the English translation of what he said. He was like, "Yeah, I came on this show because I want people to swoon over me," and I was like,
"Swoon, I did."
Oh, that kind of put me off a little bit from him at first. Yeah, it did because I was like, that's a bit. I just thought it was a bit shallow. I mean, I understood because, like, the modeling business, and it's just a really tough environment from an outsider's perspective with not much preface of what actually goes on in the industry. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense because you want more people to see you and, like, start talking about you. It's just, I understand that part, but it's still kind of, if that's the first thing you're gonna say to a room of people that you've never met before, it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of threw me off.
I don't know. I liked it, I think, because he was really blunt about it. Like, he didn't... Like, off the bat, he was like, this is who I am. These are my cards. I don't care. And you're gonna be living with these people for a long time. And you don't want to, like, have to, like, tiptoe around everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, if from the get-go, you're like, this is who I am. This is what I do. Like, then nobody's gonna be surprised with anything else you say. It's how I start most of my friendships, actually. Mm. Yeah, off the bat, am who I am. And that way, you can't be surprised later.
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm like a complexed human being.
Oh, I'm a Leo. I think you can tell, though. I think you can really tell.
I mean, if you go back, that makes a lot of sense with all the aggression and, like, the mixed signals. Like, if you watch the previous episodes, like, you'll understand. But, it takes a while for people to learn, like, who I am and kind of what I am, because there's...
I still don't know who she is. She says she's Sarana.
I don't know who I am, like...
I've never seen a driver's license, is all I'm saying.
Listen. Let's just... I got you. Say less. Less. That's me. That's my name. Also, I lived, like...
It says Sarana.
19 years of my life thinking my middle name was one thing, and then my cousin, like, enlightened me, and...
It's a story, guys.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. So tune into that in the near future where we discuss names and how confusing names can be.
My middle name is so dumb.
Alright. But, yeah, I forgot where we were.
You're a Scorpio.
Right, yeah, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't really know. So I don't really lay all my cards out on the table, like, at first. Take some time. Like, I'd rather get to know someone... It's really terrible, but I'd rather get to know someone first before they get to know me.
That makes sense.
And that's, like... That's not fair. I know that's not fair.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. But basically, that's when... I don't know. Just when Shion said that, I was kind of like, that's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah.
I respected it.
I mean, I did as well. I was like, that's really... I see all angles.
I think he's a Scorpio. I know he's not. I know he's not. He's gonna be something, like, irrelevant, like a Sagittarius.
Is that, like, not his moon sign or something? Like,
I don't know.
What is it?
You know what? Let's find out.
But yeah, basically this show kind of spiraled both of us into this, like, self-loathing pit of, like, what are we doing with ourselves and why can't we have such a nice house as well?
Yeah.
it's so great because, like, international TV is, it's just so great to see different views on how people create their shows and the way that programs are set up in other countries. And I talk about this with only my experience from watching a lot of, like, Korean television, because I am just trash.
He is a Capricorn.
Oh.
I am a little shook.
Oh.
Joelle, did you know this? If not,
just let us know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
If you did.
What's Tsubasa?
Oh, I don't know.
Now we're gonna have to, like, do a whole analysis on, like, their compatibility and, like... So another part of the show is basically they're in this house together and they form, like, love lines and, you know, romantic relationships are encouraged. Which is really interesting because I've never seen a TV show like that ever. I mean, I've never seen an episode of Jersey Shore in my life. So I really have never had this watching experience before. This was very new to me.
She is a Libra.
What's the compatibility?
Low.
Okay. Well. Oh man, I'm so excited for part 3 now. This is gonna be so interesting.
I still haven't seen the last 2 episodes, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
Also, she's a Libra? Really?
I don't know, man. It's interesting.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Libras are calm and collected, right?
She loves orange juice, and I think that's one of my favorite things about her.
My favorite thing about her is her dad.
Her dad's also such a pure soul. Like, it's just so great.
He makes noodles.
Yeah.
I love him.
Like, every morning by hand.
He's such a sweet old man.
Soba, right? He makes soba. Soba noodles,
yes.
Yeah.
But yes, they're all pure. Everyone should watch it. I haven't cried yet, so...
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't cried watching the show.
Which is... It's weird for me, because I cry at everything.
Oh, no, it's, like, I knew vaguely what I was getting myself into, so I
had no idea. I don't watch reality TV.
Yeah.
I don't, like, not in Spanish, not in Korean, not in English, I just really don't. Especially not like this. I
mean, it's weird because, like, reality TV is very different. Because I think reality TV can be broken down into, like, different segments where it's, like, the classic reality TV where you're, like, Jersey Shoring it or something like that. And then there's, like, a lot of... I'm not going to say a lot of, but, like, from my experience watching Korean shows, there's variety television. There's game shows.
I love game shows.
So it's like, but physical game shows. Like, one of the shows that I love, like, it's probably my favorite show ever is Running Man. And basically, like, every episode, the cast gets, like, missions. And sometimes there's guests who are either promoting music or TV shows or movies or whatever. They come together, they get split up into teams. And, like, they basically battle it out with different missions. And there used to be, like, my favorite used to be the name tag ripping, which you have your name on the back with a Velcro, and it's just, like, chaos. You just get let go in, like, this building, and, like, last man standing wins their team or something.
Oh,
and there's, like,
cool.
Spies and just so many different concepts. I'm really butchering it and making it sound terrible.
No, it sounds cool.
But Running Man is, like, one of the best shows out there, in my personal opinion.
So I was in Ecuador for 4 months. I like to say I lived there for 4 months because 4 months is a long time. But that's where I'm from. And there's a show, like, when I was there that I started watching. And that I, like, kind of spaced off while you were talking, so I was trying to remember the name of it. But it's similar. Like, there's 2... Combate. There's 2 teams. And they have to, like, battle it out. Is there 4 teams? You know what? It's been a long time.
Yeah, there's teams.
There's teams. Okay, they're color-coded. And they have to, like, battle it out in, like, these ridiculous... Like, think, like, old-school Nickelodeon, like, shows where, like, adults are doing dumb things. That's Combate. And, like, it's so great. Like, they're... Okay, like, this whole... Like, this slide is covered in soap. You have to climb it to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so great. I used to watch it with my grandma and my grandfather, and we would just yell at the TV because we all had favorite teams. They were not the same teams. But yeah, it was a great show. I guess I don't know. I guess I never thought of that as reality TV.
Yeah, which is, like, why when I say I don't watch reality TV. I'm like, hold on, I have to backtrack.
Yeah.
Because I do, but it's really different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love shows like that with, like, concepts and, like, unless it's, like, a Girls' Generation variety show where they're just doing random things. With Channel SNSD, it was... I watch that over and over again.
I guess rethinking it, I do watch reality TV. If we're talking about game shows, I'm trash. I'm an old lady when it comes to game shows. Like Jeopardy, The Price is Right, Family Feud.
Yeah.
You know what I love? Naked and Afraid.
Oh, yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah.
I guess I never classified that under reality TV.
I mean, I don't... I guess I have very little faith in American reality TV. So it's so bad, because almost all the shows that I watch aren't reality. They're Marvel shows or wait, I think that's the only thing I watch.
Marvel shows. You
Marvel
haven't
shows.
seen all of them.
I haven't seen all of them.
She's not seen Runaways. She's not seen The Gifted.
Okay, but I've seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Jessica. I've seen Luke. That whole spiel wasn't the second show that we wanted to talk about.
No. The other one was the show that brings tears to my eyes.
Queer eye, more like tears in my eyes. But yeah, this reboot, it was like, I actually vaguely remember hearing about it back in the day. Back in ye old day.
Ye old day of last year.
But yeah, like, I never used to watch the one that was on TV. I
never saw it.
Yeah, I heard about it. Like, I knew that it existed.
Yeah.
But then I heard about the reboot, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I was really reluctant to start it, just because, again, I have little faith in, like, American reality TV, and after I saw the promos for Jersey Shore, I just associate all American, like, TV with that and, like, the
Jersey
Kardashians.
Shore was also rebooted.
Yeah, and I'm not...
Also, don't come at, alright, the Kardashians.
No, I'm not gonna come at them, but I'm just like, I've never seen an episode of the Kardashians either, but it's just those... That's kind of like the layout that I have in my head, and it doesn't really tickle my fancy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why I was always reluctant to, like, watch more.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I vaguely had heard about, like, the original Queer Eye. It was 5 gay guys give straight guy makeover.
Yeah.
No, that's, like, the premise of the show.
That's still what it is.
Yeah. So when I heard it was getting rebooted on Netflix, I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. And I remember seeing the first episode. It was with my mom. She was dyeing my hair at the time. My hair used to be dumb colors. They no longer is.
Sad.
Yeah, I dyed my hair.
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
I'm really terrible at noticing.
I figured.
I knew that something
really
was different, but I was like, no, she just got a haircut. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, my hair used to be like blue, pink, green,
purple,
all the colors. Now it's just black. But yeah, so like I heard about Queer Eye, so I saw the first episode with my mom, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I did
very
too.
Wholesome.
I fell in love with it really quickly.
Yeah.
Because, like, the 5 guys, like, the Fab Five are just... They're really...
Fab guys.
Like, they're just wholesome and
yeah.
good, and, like, they just want to spread goodness in the world.
I love all of them equally, but do I have a favorite?
Absolutely.
Yes. We all have favorites. Mine is, like, probably the most useless one in the Fab Five, but that's okay. You know what? You and your avocados, baby. You'll keep doing you.
The soul. You know?
There's a video of, like, what every Queer Eye episode is like.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? And, like, so Anthony is my favorite, in case you didn't guess.
Yeah.
And, in the, like, the parody video, they imitate him, and they're like, today I'm gonna teach you how to put butter on toast.
Yeah, no, I think I saw this, like, BuzzFeed article of all the dishes that Anthony had made in both seasons, like, from best to worst dishes, except it started from worst to best. Yeah. And the best dish was... I don't know if this is a spoiler, because I can't remember which episode it was from.
It's fine.
But basically, it was an omelet as, like, the number one. And, alright, hear me out, right? I was like, hold on. He made really great things throughout both seasons, and, like, I could easily pick, like, I think it was the grapefruit avocado.
Skewers.
I think
Oh,
it was
salad.
It was like a salad, but it was like layered really nice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
anyways, that would have been my favorite because like I would love to try that. It looked super great. But practically and most realistically, the avocado was the egg. Can you tell I love avocados? Because I really love avocados.
Can you tell that's all Anthony makes is avocado?
But the omelet is the most practical because you basically like everyone kind of needs to know, whoever's like not vegan, like how to make a good omelet because that's like a base of many foods, just knowing how to cook an egg. But yeah, that was a really good, like, I love that made number 1 on the list.
Yeah, no, he's useless. I love him though.
He's not useless.
He's not
great.
useless. I love him.
He's that friend that's like, you know what? I'm gonna support you no matter what you do. I'm here for moral support.
Yeah.
All the moral support I can give you.
And like, don't get me wrong, a lot of the people that he teaches are useless. Like the omelet episode, the guy probably didn't even know how to make an omelet. Like,
Yeah.
he does teach them stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, I guess I know how to cook certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So like, when he teaches certain things, like an omelet, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I learned this in the 3rd grade. But like, I love him. He's great. And
No, Tan's my favorite.
yeah, I know.
It's because he's a little brown guy. And you know
I
what's
know.
great?
I love his accent.
Tan is tan. His skin color.
All right, and that's the end of this podcast. Goodbye forever. No, yeah.
Okay, but I can't take credit for that joke. My cousin actually came up with that. I was explaining to her what queer I was and like telling her she should get into it, but she's like, she doesn't do reality TV like at all.
Interesting.
And I'm just like, you know
You're telling me
what?
she's never seen an episode of Family Feud? I'm looking at you.
Yeah, so again, the definitions of reality TV, like,
is it real? Is it on TV?
you're right. But again, you know, we have that idea of the Kardashians and Jersey Shore, and that's all I know about reality TV. So, you know, those are the ideas, and that's what, you know, the major association is.
Yeah.
So I told her about this, and she was like, nah, because it's reality TV. And then I was like, nah, dude, you gotta watch it, because there's a dude named Tan.
Yeah.
This is like this English dude. It's just, his accent's all over the place, because he's lived in, like,
I love his
a
accent.
lot of different places
I can't
in the
place
UK.
it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's just super great. And he's also just, like, super brown, and I just love it. And I was like, yeah, it's this brown dude. And she goes, wait, so Tan is tan? And I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah.
He's a 10, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just love Tan.
I think the most underrated person is Bobby.
Oh, for sure. Bobby, like, I was really thinking about that the other day. Only because I saw, like, a sponsored post on my Instagram when I was scrolling through. And I was like, Bobby. And I was like, oh.
Bobby is so underrated. He rarely gives interviews. And that's because he fixes your entire life in a week. Like, Anthony is like, this is how you cut open an avocado.
This is how you sprinkle,
I
like...
almost said Jesus.
Jesus. Yes, Jonathan.
Same thing. Jonathan is, you know, like, let me cut your hair and shave your beard.
And teach you, like, basic hygiene sometimes.
Here's pomade. That's Jonathan. Tan, you know, here's some floral shirts with buttons. And then Bobby.
Damn, I should have worn my floral shirt.
Oh my god,
the
how
last
did
time.
I forget? Oh my god. Karamo.
Oh.
I completely forgot.
Oh, I didn't. We were gonna get to him.
Oh, I know, because I, like, immediately moved on to Bobby. Completely forgot Karamo.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Karamo, like, here's life advice. Please love yourself.
And love your neighbors.
Yeah.
Not the Bible reference, but, you know, also just...
But, you know, if that's your spiel, then
do
as
it.
long as you love your neighbors, I don't care where it comes from.
Love your neighbors with consent, please.
Consent is important.
Yeah.
And then Bobby is like, all right, I gotta fix, you know, your bathroom, your kitchen, your room. In the one episode, let me fix your church recreational center. Like,
And your house.
And your house.
Yeah.
Like, it's just wild. I don't know, man. I love Bobby.
No, but that church episode, like, that got me.
That really got me.
That one hit home.
It did.
Because, like, you learned so much about Bobby and, like, his past, and it's just... I don't know, Tan, you my fave, but Bobby...
Bobby
you
is
got my
like,
heart.
Yeah. Bobby's underrated.
Yeah, I think Bobby's super underrated. He deserves more. The hashtag justice for Bobby.
Bobby matters.
Bobby. Yes, Bobby does matter. But yeah, I think like it really opened my eyes to a whole bunch of different topics and kind of issues that I didn't realize was still very prominent in like the LGBTQ plus community, and it's a lot more informative than I thought it would be. Like, I've taken a lot of style tips from Tan.
Really?
Yeah, like the French tuck, like I didn't know that's what it was called, but I did that all the time.
Oh, I didn't know what it was called. I knew of it. I don't really tuck my shirts in, but
Well, I always tuck because it makes me look longer because I'm short.
that's what he said.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
would do.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
The more you know. But yeah, like variety shows and reality TV. It's an interesting space to kind of like exist in, I think.
it is. It's. I mean, if you think about it, also everything on YouTube is reality TV. Also,
Yeah, it's true.
Like you wouldn't think of that as reality TV.
Like, this is probably reality TV because, like, there's a massive gap just now. We took a great intermission and we watched, like, 2 episodes of Runaways, and I had some tacos, and
I had a Cuban Mexican sandwich.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
the magic of, like, post. That's why, like, we probably sound a lot less enthusiastic as we were before because we were, like, really into it.
And now I want to take a nap.
And now, yeah, I have, like, food sleeps.
Yeah. Also, it's like more humid now.
Yeah, it's really warm and just kind of gross.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us on this wonderful
Journey.
into TV that we watch and reality shows and all the good things that surround it. And our top 2 shows for right now, I guess, in reality TV. But yeah, until next time, stay hydrated. Bye.
Talking about superstars and credit cards and guilty pleasure shows. Opinions on the latest songs and unemployment woes. Time goes by playing truths and lies. And other games like Are They the Same? Fandoms and cults. Things are just vaguely